tax season, but we want to help make sure you aren't paying more than you should. So here are the most overlooked deductions. 1, dry cleaning and laundry when you travel. Costs associated when looking for a new job, union dues, and education expenses. And if you need help filing, Mercedes is here with an expert. Hey, Mercedes.
Hey, I am joined by Al Wagner from Trinity Tax, where people can get free help with their taxes and the current scams to look out for. I was telling you, I got a phone call a few months ago from some man saying, I'm with the IRS, you owe me money, you're going to go to jail if you don't. Total scam. A lot of people are getting these phone calls.
Yes, and it peaked about 6 months ago, and they arrested about 900 people in India that were behind this, but it's still going on.
Yeah.
And they call and they'll threaten to put you in jail, and they want you to put all your money on a prepaid Visa and then read the number to them, and guess what? Your money's gone.
Exactly.
Okay? But now they're getting even more sophisticated, where they're sending out IRS notices. It looks exactly like an IRS notice, has the logo, but the difference is it has a P.O. box to mail the money to.
Okay.
The phone number's wrong, and it says, make the check payable to IRS. It should say United States Treasury.
So that's what we need to look out for.
I've had 3 in the last 6 months.
Really?
Yes, and so if you get one, call your tax guy or call the real IRS number and make sure it's a valid notice.
Now, if you do get one of these notices, you should definitely not send anything right away. And if you get one of those phone calls, the IRS does not call you at home, right?
They never call you. They're not going to threaten to put you in jail. I mean, if it gets to that point, you've been ignoring them, or you've had an issue with them for several years before they show up and lock your take you away.
They give you a little leeway, right?
Yeah, it's a period of time, but they just don't show up and do that.
Now, what about the free tax help that our viewers could get right now?
Well, there's, there's different places you can go. You can come to our office and do that.
Yeah.
If you go to irs.gov, there's free advice there. You can get free electronic filing. You can do your own taxes at the IRS website if you make less than $64,000 a year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Absolutely free?
Absolutely free. Then, of course, my office gives advice, But the main thing is, if you think you have an issue, but when you're going to do it yourself, go somewhere to somebody who knows what they're doing, and they can kind of walk you through the what-if scenarios. If I do this, then that's going to lower my tax. Or,
the deductions, it gets tricky. So how do you know if you should do...
For example, let's say you have a child that's in college.
Right.
And so he goes and files his tax return, and he claims himself. Well, now the parent can't take the education deduction.
Don't claim yourself, kids.
Exactly. So that needs to be coordinated.
Right.
Because maybe the student doesn't make enough money to take those credits,
These are little things that we need to leave to the experts like you.
Right.
And it's so great that you have all this information, and it's as easy as a phone call.
Easy as a phone call. 30 minutes, talk, doesn't cost anything, we're all good.
Al Wagner, Trinity Tax. If you want more information, we've got it for you on the Las Vegas Now website. Thank you so much for joining us today. Still to come on Las Vegas Now.